الحمد لله الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه. الحمد لله الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى. الحمد لله الذي أستعينه وأستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في أول كلامنا. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في أوسط كلامنا. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في آخر كلامنا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحج أشهر معلومات فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج وما تفعلوا من خير يعلمه الله وتزودوا فإن خير الزاد التقوى واتقون يا أولي الألباب. صدق الله العظيم. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الحج عرفة أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. My respected brothers and elders, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu sent us in this world for a very short time period. We came here to leave. We came here to leave. All of us, we are here as a traveler, as a musafir. This life, my brothers and elders, is temporary. It's very short. وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. This life is nothing but a deception. It's an illusion. Quran talks about this life. كَسَرَابٍ بَقِيَّةٍ يَحْسَبُهُ الظَّمْآنُ مَاءً حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَهُ لَمْ يَجِدْهُ شَيْئًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a very beautiful example of this life. That when you are, going and traveling in a hot sunny day in a desert, and you see very far, that the sun rays are reflecting the sand particles, and you see from very far that water is there, water. You see water is there. كَسَرَابٍ بَقِيَّةٍ يَحْسَبُهُ الظَّمْآنُ مَاءً. You make this assumption that you see water right there. حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَهُ. But when you reach that place, لَمْ يَجِدْهُ شَيْئًا. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. My brothers and elders, it's a deception. It's an illusion. Every person is making plans for 10 years, 5 years, 2 years. They're making planning for this life, making planning, for my children, and we do not know that Malakul Maut is chasing us. He's looking for us. قُلْ إِنَّ الْمَوْتِ. O my beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, say to the believers, إِنَّ الْمَوْتِ. Indeed death. تَفِرُّونَ مِنْهُ. You run away from it. فَإِنَّهُ مُلَاقِيكُمْ. One day it will come and catch you. One day it will come and catch you. ثُمَّ تُرَدُّونَ. Allah will bring you forward. Where, Ya Allah? إِلَىٰ عَالِمِ الْغَيْبِ وَالشَّهَادَةِ. Towards the one who has the knowledge of the unseen. وَالشَّهَادَةِ. He is witnessing everything. He is witnessing everything. He is witnessing everything. فَيُنَبِّئُكُمْ. Then He will tell you, بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. What were you doing in Marrietta? He will expose. I was coming from Snellville. I'm Imam in a masjid in Snellville called Darul Huda. So I was driving here almost an hour drive. So I was reciting Surah Al-Kahf. So my brothers and in Surah Kahf, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, He talks about this expose, that what Allah will expose. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say. وَوَجَدُوا. Allah is saying, a person gets a book of deeds in his hand. He will say, مَالِ هَذَا الْكِتَابِ. What kind of book is this? What kind of book is this? لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة. This has my minor sins. This has my major sins. إلا أحصاها. Everything is written. Everything is there. I cannot hide. ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا. On that day, my brothers and sisters, a person will try to run, but he will not be able to run. Why? أين المفر? Is there a plane to escape? Is there a place to escape? Is there a place to run? Is there a place to seek refuge? Allah saying, كلا لا وزر. There is no place. No place. You cannot go anywhere. إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر. On that day, this person will come to know that what he has sent forward and what he has left behind. He will be exposed. My brothers and sisters, this life is too short. Today, the topic of my khutbah is Hajj. Alhamdulillah, Allah who gave me the opportunity to go for Hajj this year. And my brothers and sisters, Hajj is the fifth pillar of Islam. The first pillar, أن تشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. That we testify that there's none worthy of worship except Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his messenger. My brothers and sisters, the first pillar. The second pillar, as-salah, praying 5 times salah, praying Jumma, praying Eid, praying Tarawih, praying 5 times Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha is fard, is obligatory. We cannot say, brother, I'll just pray Jumma. It's hard for me to wake up in Fajr. He can wake up for Fajr for job. He has to go at work at 8 o'clock, he wakes up. But for Fajr, it's hard. Iman is weak. The level of Iman is weak. The second pillar, my brothers and sisters, after the kalima, after Iman, is as-salah, praying 5 times. Third, as-sawm Ramadan, fasting in the month of Ramadan. On a believer, this is an obligation. Third, fourth pillar, my brothers and sisters, az-zakat. The last 2 pillars are associated with the people who are sahib isti'dad. What does it mean? That the people who can afford, the people who have the money to pay zakat, 2.5% after 1 year, they have to give from their mal, from their wealth to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the fifth pillar is Hajj. Going to Kaaba, going to Baytullah, and imitating what Ibrahim a.s. did. Imitating what Ismail a.s. did. Imitating what Hazrat Hajra radiallahu ta'ala anha did. They are copying in Hajj, my brothers and sisters. Copying. Only copying is going on. That's it. You're just copying the acts of the family of Ibrahim a.s. The family of Ibrahim a.s. Quran says in Surah, in the 4th juz, إِنَّ أَوَّلَ بَيْتٍ وُضِعَ لِلنَّاسِ لَلَّذِي بِبَكَّةَ مُبَارَكًا وَهُدًى لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Indeed, the first house that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu placed on this earth is Makkah, is Baytullah. Inna awwala bayt. The first house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before the earth was created, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He already destined that this place will be my house. Adam alayhi salam made this house, and then it got demolished, and then Ibrahim alayhi salam. وَإِذْ يَرْفَعُ إِبْرَاهِيمُ الْقَوَاعِدَ مِنَ الْبَيْتِ وَإِسْمَاعِيلُ. When Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son Ismail, both of them, they made Kaaba, so they made dua. رَبَّنَا وَوَرَّبْ تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا. Accept from us. إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. Indeed, you are the most listener and the most knowledgeable. You know why we made Kaaba. Because the order of Allah, my brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَلَّذِي بِبَكَّةَ. The name of this shahr, the name of this place, the name of this city is Makkah. Makkah or Bakka, same thing in Arabic. Makkah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls this name in the Quran of the city, and Allah swears by the city. لا أقسم بهذا البلد. La, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears by the city of Makkah. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَلَّذِي بِبَكَّةَ. There are two fadail, two virtues of this place. Allah, what are they? Mubarakah. It is a blessed city. Subhanallah. It is a blessed Mubarak place. Makkatul Mukarramah is a Mubarak place. My brothers and sisters, A person does good deed in anywhere outside Makkah, he will get reward of 10 hasana, because one deed, man ja'a bil hasanati falahu ashru amthaliha. One good deed, you get 10 rewards. When you do one good deed in Makkah, you get the reward of 100,000 good deeds. You pray 2 rakat salat in Makkah, you get the reward of 200,000 salats. 200, everything is multiplied by 100,000. This is a city of Allah. Ya Allah, what is the second quality of this city? What is the second quality? What is the second virtue? وَهُدًى لِلْعَالَمِينَ. This place is guidance for the whole of humanity. Is guidance. Allah says, هُدًى لِلْعَالَمِينَ. I have made this place as markaz, as the center point where every single person will get hidayah, will get guidance. And my brothers and elders, when you go for Hajj, you see people coming all around the world in different colors, different creeds, different ethnicities, different languages, and all of them wearing the same clothes, and everyone is saying, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. Labbaik, Allah, I'm here. Allah, I'm here. Allah, you called me, I'm here. وَأَذِّن بِالنَّاسِ. You know, وَأَذِّن, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Ibrahim alayhi salam, O Ibrahim, you call people for Hajj. So Ibrahim alayhi salam said, Ya Allah, who will come here in the mountains? Look at this place. This is not a very scenic view. Not a very comfortable place to be, and that greenery is there, and mountains, which are green, and you see and just look at them, and your eyes, they're getting coolness. No. It is a hard place, very harsh place. You see mountains, and it's hot, more than 120 degrees, 112 degrees. Allah, who will come here? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Ibrahim alayhi salam, Ya Khalilullah, your job is to convey the message. Your job is to call people. My job is to bring everyone. I will bring people to Kaaba. From all around the world, my brothers and elders, people are going for Hajj. People are going for Umrah. My brothers and elders, this is not by one single authority or one single individual, but this is the nidam and qudrat of Allah. When you see this, you remember Allah, how Allah gathers humanity. How Allah gathers humanity. The second benefit of the city, وَهُدًى لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Allah, what else is there? فِيهِ آيَاتٌ. In this city, I have signs for people. Signs, qudrat of Allah. بَيِّنَاتٌ. They are open signs, open evidences to look at the qudrat of Allah, to look at the power of Allah. فِيهِ آيَاتٌ بَيِّنَاتٌ. مقام له إبراهيم. And over there is a place called Maqam Ibrahim. When Ibrahim alayhi salam was building the Kaaba, he put his footstep, he put his footmark on a stone, and that stone is there in the Kaaba. You see that golden thing near the Kaaba, even in the picture, that is Maqam Ibrahim. And Allah mentioned this Maqam Ibrahim in the Quran. فيه آيات بينات مقام إبراهيم. My brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made obligatory on an individual who can afford Hajj one time, once in a lifetime you have to do Hajj, once in a lifetime. My brothers and elders, we are not Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A lot of ahadith are there. One of the hadiths I will share, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he say close to the meaning, a person, if he dies, if he does not do Hajj, and he's in my ummah, he does not do Hajj, and he's in my ummah, and he dies like a Jew, or he dies like a Christian, I don't care. I don't have any obligation to do shifa for this ummati. Why? Because he left the faridah. He left the obligation of Hajj. My brothers and elders, I wanted to give targheeb, to give advice to all my fellow brothers and sisters who have not done Hajj right now. Do Hajj before it's too late. You know what the reasons we say? Brother, I have to marry my daughters. I have some money saved up so I can marry my daughter. Brother, I have to visit my parents back home. A person who can afford a ticket to go back home and afford 6,000, 10,000, 8,000, take his family back home, why can't he go for Hajj? But brothers and elders, we have to plan like we plan for dunya. We plan for dunya, right? Everyone plans for dunya. Oh brother, where are you going in Thanksgiving break? What about the winter break? Let's just already, where are you going? Oh, I already booked my ticket, brother. Don't worry. I got my rental car and everything, and I'll be there. My brothers and sisters, for dunya we plan things. For Hajj, he said, brother, inshallah, make dua for me. This is the sentence every brother says. Brother, you came from Hajj, make dua for me. Make dua. Allahu Akbar, my brothers and sisters, we have to make intention and we have to make struggle and sacrifice. For a person who wants to pray Jumma, he has to drive to this masjid. Or he just stay in the job, in the workplace, and he say, brother, Ya Allah, take me for Jumma, I'm not going to move. Allah will say, get up from your work, drive the car, park the car, come for Jumma, sit in the masjid, pray Jumma and leave. My brothers and sisters, for dunya we understand things. For deen we become, our intelligence, our intellect become less. And we say, brother, inshallah, make dua for me, make dua. I have intention, but make dua. My brothers and sisters, before we die, before we leave this world, we don't know. We are planning for dunya. Yeah, in 2020 I will do this. 2021, my son will graduate, I will marry him. My daughter will do this and I will marry them. And I will go back home and I will do this. Why Hajj is not in my priority list? Why? Hajj is not in my priority list. And my brothers and sisters, what is the thing we need to get? To go for Hajj. وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. The thing you have to take for Hajj is not money, is not dollars. My brothers and sisters, our yaqeen has been destroyed by this materialistic world. We think a person will go for Hajj by dollars. I know people who have millions and they cannot visit Kaaba. Why? It's the acceptance of Allah. It's the acceptance of Allah. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts a person, he will go whether he's a faqir, he's a beggar, he's a poor guy, layman, he doesn't earn $5 per hour. My brothers and sisters, the sweeper, he will go for Hajj if he has correct intention and he asks from Allah. Because Allah is saying, وَتَزَوَّدُوا. The thing you will take with you is what? فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. The best thing is to take is taqwa, is God consciousness, is the fear of Allah. Is the fear of Allah. My brothers and sisters, to go for Hajj, we need to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will take me. And we have to have good assumption regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The people who speak words without thinking, and they bring harm to themselves by their words. Ibn Abbas, Abdullah ibn Masud says, the calamity and condition is directly proportional to your words. What does it mean? That everything you say, oh, I may get into an accident, then you will get into an accident. Oh, I may do this, then it will happen. Why a person is thinking negative? Why? Why this negative thinking is there? A person has to be positive. Oh, Allah will take me. Allah will take care of it. Allah will do everything. Inshallah, Allah will does it. Allah will take me there. I will go with the will of Allah, with the amr of Allah. When a person thinks negatively and he utters words and sentences, my brothers and sisters, the same action happens to him. Why? Because the musibah, the condition and calamity is dependent on his words. It's dependent on his. I'm not saying this. Abdullah bin Masud radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is saying this. That calamity and condition is directly related to your words. When you say any bad stuff, then this bad thing will happen to you. If you say good stuff, then good things will happen to you. So my brothers and sisters, when a person is asked to go for Hajj, we should not look out of our pocket. Brother, I don't have money. How can I go? I'm a poor guy. I can't afford it. My brothers and sisters, we have to look at the treasures of Allah. وَلِلَّهِ خَزَائِنُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the treasures of the heavens and the skies. From the earths and the skies, my brothers and sisters. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ عِنْدَهُ خَزَائِنَهُ. Every single thing is in the treasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My brothers and sisters, we have to look at the power of Allah. Who's commanding me to go? He will make preparation. He will make asbab for me to go. The person, the one who's calling me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling us to go for Hajj. He will make arrangements to go for me. I just have to make intention. I just have to make preparation. I have to save money. I know people who save money for 5 years and the 5th year they go for Hajj. They go for Hajj. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them easy, make it easy for them. My brothers and sisters, a person will imitate Hajj radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. When a person is going for Hajj, he does sa'i. And going from Safa to Marwa, Hajj radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she is looking for water for his son Ismail and cannot find water. So she ran from where? From Safa to Marwa. And then in the middle there is a valley, so she cannot see his, her son Ismail alayhi salam. So she got worried. So she is now sprinting. She's actually running there, not walking, running to see where it is. Out of tension, out of depression, what will happen to my son? If any animal will come and eat him. So now the Saudi government, they have put green lights there. The people who have went for Hajj and Umrah, they know the green lights are there and you have to run, sprint there. Why? To imitate Hajra radiallahu ta'ala. Imitating, copying. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves copying. فَاتَّبِعُونِي قُلْ O my beloved sallallahu in kuntum tuhibbun Allah. Tell these people if they want to get the love of Allah, what they do? فَاتَّبِعُونِي. They have to copy the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. يُحْبِبُكُمُ اللَّهُ. Allah will love you, Allah is saying. وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ. Allah will forgive your sins. Allah will forgive your sins. And then Allah is saying, Wallahu Ghafurur Rahim. Allah is the most merciful, the most forgiving. My brothers and elders, the brothers and sisters who have not done Hajj yet, it's my, I just came from Snellville just to give you the leave to go for Hajj. Wallahi, there's no purpose to come here. So my brothers and elders, they make intention this Jumma, this Friday, today, October 5th, 2018. Next year I will go for Hajj. There is a lot of time to go. You can plan right now. There are 10 months left for Hajj. Make intention that the brothers and sisters who have not done Hajj, that Ya Allah, accept me for Hajj, Ya Allah, make it easy, Ya Allah. When Allah makes it easy, no one can make it hard. No money, no hurdle, no job. Brother, I cannot get leave. How can I go? I'm at work. I can't get leave for 20 days or 15 days to go for Hajj. Brothers, Allah will approve your leave. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do it. You are going to the house of Allah. You are not going to Paris or New York or Amsterdam or London. You are going to Makkatul Mukarramah, Madinatul Munawwara. You are going to the cities of Allah, to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make arrangements for you. My brothers and elders, may Allah take me and all of us every year for Hajj and every year for Umrah. And my brothers, accept us in the effort of deen. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al-mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. الحمد لله الذي يستعينه وأستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعصهما فإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد عبدك ورسولك وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات وبارك على محمد وأزواجه وذريته. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أرحم أمتي بأمتي أبو بكر وأشدهم في أمر الله عمر وأصدقهم حياء عثمان وأقضاهم علي وفاطمة سيدة نساء أهل الجنة والحسن والحسين سيدا شباب أهل الجنة وحمزة أسد الله وأسد رسوله رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. اللهم اغفر للعباس وولده مغفرة ظاهرة وباطنة لا تغادر ذنبا. الله في أصحابي لا تتخذوهم غرضا من بعدي فمن أحبهم فبحبي أحبهم ومن أبغضهم الحمد لله رب العالمين. نسألك موجبات رحمتك وعزائم مغفرتك والغنيمة من كل بر والسلامة من كل إثم. لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا كربا إلا نفسته ولا ضالا إلا هديته ولا مبتلا إلا عافيته ولا حاجة هي لك رضا إلا قضيتها ويسرتها يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين وذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداء الدين. اللهم ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. أقم الصلاة. Keep the line straight. Fill in the gaps, please.